My beloved child, before the sun rises and before the world calls your name, I am already here, waiting for you in the quiet. I see the thoughts that race through your mind as you wake up. I feel the weight you try to hide behind your sighs. But I want you to know this, you don't have to carry it alone. How? You never did. Every morning that you open your eyes is not just another day, it's a new beginning. I've written with care, filled with grace that renews like the dawn. You often wonder if I still see you, if I still hear your prayers whispered between tears. My answer is yes. I see you when no one else does. I hear every word you cannot even speak. Even your silence speaks loudly to me. I know when your heart trembles and when your faith feels small, and I do not judge you for that. I cradle your weakness in my strength. I breathe peace into your restless soul and remind you that I am not far away. I am within you, closer than your very breath. Let the noise of yesterday fade now. The regrets, the mistakes, the what-ifs, they are not your story anymore. I have already written forgiveness into your dawn. You do not need to perform for my love. You do not need to prove your worth. You were worthy the moment I created you. You are not defined by your failures or your fears. You are defined by my hands that shaped you and my heart that chose you before time began. When I look at you, I don't see broken pieces, I see a masterpiece still being painted. I see beauty rising from your ashes, light shining through your cracks. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where I need you to be for this part of your journey. Sometimes I lead you through quiet waters and sometimes through storms, but in both I am lead. Even the storm listens to my voice, and I am using it to guide you, not to drown you. So breathe deeply, my child. Feel the air filling your lungs. It's my reminder that you are still here for a reason. Every breath is a new chance. Every sunrise a silent promise that I am not done with you. Lift your eyes from the chaos and look toward me. When your heart beats faster with worry, let it slow down in my presence. When your mind races, whisper my name. God, I trust you, and I will meet you there in that quiet surrender. I will wrap you in peace that the world cannot give. Today, walk knowing this, you are safe in my hands. You are loved beyond measure. No shadow can hide you from my light. No failure can push you out of my reach. I have already gone before you into this day, clearing paths you cannot yet see. So do not fear the unknown. Fear will not lead you where I am taking you. My plan is not to harm you, but to heal you, to prosper your heart, to restore your joy, and to fill your soul with a peace that stays even when the winds rise. When you feel small, remember who stands beside you. When you feel unworthy, remember whose child you are. You are mine. You are not alone in this morning. You never will be. So rise now, not with worry, but with wonder. Rise not in your own strength, but in mine. The same hands that shape the stars are the ones holding your day together. Trust those hands. Trust me. I am here, and I always will be. Close your eyes and whisper, I am not alone. God is with me. Let that truth be the first light that fills your soul today. Leave your amen in the comments and your like so your life can be even more blessed. My beloved child, I know what you carry deep inside your heart. The things you never say out loud. The worries that sit heavy on your chest when you try to fall asleep. The thoughts that whisper, I'm not enough. I see them all, and I want you to know, you don't have to hide them from me. You don't have to pretend to be strong. You don't have to smile when your soul feels tired. I know the story behind every tear, every silence, every moment when you almost gave up but didn't. I was there, holding you, even when you didn't feel me near. There are burdens you've carried for too long, pain from the past, fear of the future, guilt you don't deserve, and memories that still sting like open wounds. You've tried to let go, but part of you holds on because you think it's your responsibility to fix everything. My child, hear me now. It is not your job to fix what only I can heal. You are not meant to carry what was meant for my shoulders. Come to me, with all your heaviness, all your confusion, all your pieces. I will give you rest. Not the kind that fades, but the deep peace that comes when your soul finally stops running. You've walked through storms that others never saw. You've smiled while breaking inside. You've prayed for answers that seemed to take too long to come. But I want you to know, not one tear was wasted. Not one prayer disappeared into the air. I have caught every tear in my hands. I have heard every whisper of your heart. And I am working even in silence. When it seems like nothing is changing, I am still moving. I am preparing something that your heart cannot yet imagine. Something born from the very pain you thought would destroy you. There are days when you question why things had to happen the way they did. The losses, the disappointments, the heartbreaks. But my child, even in what broke you, I was building something beautiful. You may not see it now, but every broken moment planted a seed of strength inside you. Every loss became a doorway to grace. Every ending was the beginning of something new. You see the pain, but I see the purpose. You see the ashes, but I see the garden already growing beneath them. You often tell yourself you should be stronger by now. You compare your journey to others and wonder why it feels harder for you. But remember this, I never asked you to race anyone. I only asked you to walk with me. Strength isn't about never falling. It's about learning to rise again in my arms. You don't have to be perfect to be loved by me. I loved you before your first breath, I loved you before your first mistake. I love you now, and I will love you forever. My love doesn't change when you fail. It surrounds you even tighter. So let go of the need to understand everything. Release the weight of trying to control what is beyond your reach. You don't have to know the how when you trust the who. I am the who. I am the God who parts seas, calms storms, and speaks life into dry places. I can do the same in you. Just place your worries in my hands. Let me take the fear that's been stealing your peace. Let me hold what's been too heavy for you to bear. You were never meant to carry it alone, my child. That's why I'm here. Right now, take a deep breath. Feel it? That's me, giving you another chance to begin again. You don't need to fix the past to receive my peace in the present. You just need to surrender. I'm not asking you to be fearless. I'm asking you to let me be your courage. You don't have to know what's next. Just know that I'm already there. Every step you take today, I will walk beside you. Every decision you face, I will whisper wisdom into your heart. You are not lost. You are being led. When you wake up tomorrow, remember this moment. Remember that I know every detail of what you carry, the good, the heavy, the unspoken, and I still call you mine. You are not forgotten. You are not too broken. You are not too late. You are exactly where you need to be for me to show you my grace. So lift your eyes, my beloved. The same hands that form the stars are holding your heart right now, and I promise I will never let it fall. Whisper softly, God, I give you my burdens, and feel the weight begin to lift as heaven wraps around your soul. My beloved child, I know there are moments when you look at your life and see nothing but pieces. Broken dreams, unanswered prayers, people who left without explanation, days that ended in tears. You look around and it feels like too much has been lost to ever be restored. But hear me now with all the love in my voice. I am not finished with you. I am the God who makes all things new. What feels like an ending to you is a beginning to me. What looks like ashes to your eyes, I see as the soil where beauty will rise again. I am rebuilding what was torn down even when you don't see it yet. I am restoring joy where sadness has lived for too long. I am breathing life into places inside you that you thought were gone forever. You may not notice it, but something inside you is healing right now. The wounds that used to define you are closing under the touch of my grace. The memories that once brought pain are slowly being rewritten with peace. I know it's hard to believe in new beginnings when the past still whispers, but trust me, I never waste pain. Every scar will tell a story of redemption. Every tear watered the seeds of something greater. There were moments when you thought I was silent, but I was working beneath the surface. You couldn't see it, but I was arranging pieces in ways only heaven could understand. I was protecting you from things you didn't even know could harm you. I was holding back doors that would have led you away from your purpose. Sometimes my silence was your shelter. Sometimes my not yet was actually I have something better. You prayed for restoration, and I heard you, but I'm not giving you back what was lost in the same form. I'm giving you something new, stronger, deeper, more beautiful than before. I know how much you miss what used to be. The familiar places, the people you loved, the comfort of knowing what's next. But if you only hold on to what was, you'll miss what is coming. I'm calling you to open your hands. Yes, even the ones trembling with fear, and let go of what you can't keep. Don't be afraid of empty hands, my child. Empty hands are the ones I fill. When you release what's behind, I can finally place what's ahead. You're not losing. You're making room for what I've prepared for you. What's coming is not a repeat of your past, it's a divine renewal written with eternal love. You've been through seasons that broke you, but those same seasons built a strength inside of you that nothing else could. The version of you that's standing here now is wiser, softer, more aware of grace. You've learned to lean on me instead of yourself. You've discovered that your strength doesn't come from control, but from surrender. Every night you cried, I was turning the soil of your soul, preparing it for new growth. You thought you were falling apart, but you were actually being remade. I wasn't destroying you, I was reshaping you into something eternal. And now I am asking you to believe again. Believe that the sun will rise after the longest night. Believe that laughter will find you again. Believe that my love has no expiration date. I am not the God of the almost. I am the God of completion. What I start, I finish. What I promise, I fulfill. I do not forget the dreams I planted inside you. They're not dead, just waiting for my perfect timing. The delay is not denial, it's preparation. I'm aligning hearts, moments, and paths, so that when the blessing comes, it won't break you, it will build you. So today, lift your head. You don't have to look at your life through the lens of loss anymore. Look at it through the promise of renewal. The same power that raised Jesus from the grave is working in your story right now. I am turning the ashes of your pain into the colors of hope. I am painting beauty over what once felt lifeless. I am writing a new chapter, not in ink, but in grace. And this time it won't fade. This time it will last. Walk with me, child, step by step. Don't rush the healing. Don't fear the waiting. Every moment with me is sacred, even the ones that feel slow. Trust that while you rest, I am working. While you wait, I am weaving. While you heal, I am preparing. You will see the day when the things that once broke you will no longer hurt. They will shine as proof that I never left you. You will look back and say, God, you were there in it all. And I will smile and say, yes, my beloved. I was, and I always will be. Whisper softly, God, I trust you to make all things new. Let that faith rise in you like the first light of morning. My beloved child, I see the storms inside your heart, the ones that no one else can see. The silent battles that you fight behind a gentle smile. The thoughts that spin late at night, keeping you awake when your soul is crying for rest. I see the questions that whisper, will I ever feel peace again? And I tell you now with all the calm of heaven in my voice, yes, you will, because I am the one who restores peace. I am the calm after the chaos, the stillness after the storm, the quiet presence that wraps around you when everything else feels too loud. Peace is not something you have to chase, my child. It is something I pour into you when you stop running and simply rest in me. You've been trying so hard to make things work, to hold everything together, to fix what was never yours to fix. You've carried worries that were too heavy for your heart. You've tried to control outcomes that were always in my hands. I've watched you struggle, not because I wanted you to suffer, but because I was waiting for you to let go. I was waiting for that moment when you'd finally whisper, God, I can't do this alone. And the moment you do, I step in. Not with judgment, but with peace that silences every fear. The world will never understand the kind of peace I give. It doesn't come from everything being perfect. It comes from knowing that even when things fall apart, you are still held by me. My peace is not fragile, it is fierce. It doesn't break under pressure. It rises in the middle of it. It stands like an anchor when the waves hit. That's the peace I want for you, a peace that doesn't depend on circumstances, but on my constant presence. When you walk through fire, it will not consume you. When you walk through deep waters, you will not drown. Because I am with you, and where I am, peace follows. There have been moments when you felt far from me, when anxiety spoke louder than faith. You thought I was distant, but I was closer than your heartbeat. Every time fear tried to grip you, I was whispering, breathe, my child. I'm here. When the tears came without warning, I was the one catching them before they hit the ground. When you felt lost in your own thoughts, I was quietly guiding you back to still waters. You may not have noticed, but I've been leading you toward peace all along. Every closed door, every delay, every unexpected turn, it was not to punish you, but to protect you. I was teaching you that peace doesn't live in control. It lives in trust. I know how heavy it feels when your mind won't stop racing, when your heart beats faster than your faith, when you try to pray but words won't come. That's okay, my child. You don't need perfect prayers to reach me, just an honest heart. When you sit in silence, I hear every unspoken word. When you sigh, I know exactly what it means. My spirit prays for you and groans too deep for language. So don't force peace, receive it. Don't try to earn it, let it flow. I am pouring peace over you even now. Can you feel it? The soft weight settling over your shoulders, the calm entering your chest, the quiet voice telling you, you are safe now. That is me. That is peace returning home to your heart. The peace I give doesn't erase your challenges, but it gives you strength to face them. It doesn't remove every storm, but it gives you courage to stand in the middle of it without fear. It's the kind of peace that lets you smile while the wind blows, because you know the one who commands the wind. When life feels uncertain, hold on to this truth: I am unshakable. When the world changes, I remain the same. And when you feel surrounded by darkness, remember that peace is not the absence of trouble. It is my presence lighting up the shadows. My child, stop fighting battles that are already won. You don't need to figure it all out. You don't need to prove your strength. You just need to stay close to me. I will fight for you. I will lead you beside quiet waters and restore your soul. You don't have to earn this peace. It is my gift to you. Breathe it in like fresh morning air. Let it wash through your mind. Let it heal your heart. The world may shout, but my peace will whisper louder. So when worry comes knocking at your door today, don't let it in. Instead, invite me. When fear rises, speak my name. When your thoughts feel heavy, let my word be your anchor. I will guard your heart and your mind. I will steady your steps. I will fill your home, your mind, and your spirit with peace that cannot be taken away. This is my promise, not because you earned it, but because I love you. Whisper softly, God, fill me with your peace. Let that peace rise inside you like the morning sun, quiet, steady, and unstoppable. Leave your amen in the comments and your like so your life can be even more blessed. My beloved child, I know the pain that hides deep inside you, the one you don't talk about, the one that shows up when the world gets quiet and the lights go out. I see the scars you carry, some visible, some buried so deep that even you have forgotten where they began. I know every memory that still hurts, every goodbye that broke something inside you, every dream that never came true. I know how it feels to love and lose, to hope and be disappointed, to trust and be betrayed. And today I want you to know, I am not blind to your wounds. I see them, I feel them, and I have come to heal them. You've learned to live with pain as if it were a part of you, but it was never meant to stay. You've hidden it behind smiles, buried it beneath busyness, and tried to silence it with distraction. Yet pain has a way of whispering back in quiet moments and sudden memories and nights when sleep doesn't come. But my child, listen closely. Your pain is not your identity. It is not who you are. It is something that happened to you, not something that defines you. You are not your heartbreak. You are not your trauma. You are not your past. You are my beloved, and I am the one who makes hearts whole again. Healing is not forgetting, and it's not pretending that nothing happened. Healing is letting me touch the deepest parts of your soul that you've kept closed for too long. It's trusting me enough to open the door and say, God, come in. I know that scares you. I know it feels safer to stay numb than to risk feeling again. But you cannot heal what you refuse to face, and you cannot face it alone. That's why I'm here. I will walk with you through every memory, every tear, every unanswered question. I will not rush your healing, and I will not shame your pain. I will hold you while you grieve, and I will whisper hope back into your heart one breath at a time. There were times when you thought you'd never recover, that the wound was too deep to ever close. But child, nothing is beyond my repair. I specialize in the impossible. I bring life where death once lived, beauty where ashes once fell. What others broke, I can restore. What you lost, I can redeem. What you thought was the end is only a pause before resurrection. You see pain, I see purpose. You see ruin, I see restoration. Every tear has watered the soil of something beautiful. Every heartbreak has softened your heart to love deeper. Every season of loss has prepared you to see grace where others see nothing at all. You might ask, but why did you let me hurt, Lord? My child, I never take joy in your suffering. I never wanted you to feel broken. I can use what was meant for harm and turn it into healing. Sometimes the cracks in your heart become the very places where my light shines through. Sometimes the things that shattered you are the same things that shape you into the person you were created to be. I don't waste pain, I transform it. I don't erase your past, I redeem it. I will use every part of your story, even the parts that make you cry, to bring healing not only to you, but through you. One day someone will find hope because you survived. Someone will see my light because you didn't give up. Healing doesn't always happen overnight. Some days will feel lighter, others heavier. Some wounds will close slowly, layer by layer. But I promise you, if you keep walking with me, you will not stay broken. I will turn your scars into strength and your sorrow into song. I will give you a heart that loves again, that trusts again, that beats freely without fear. You won't always feel this ache. There will come a morning when you'll wake up and realize that the heaviness is gone. It won't happen all at once, but it will happen because I am faithful. So today, stop running from the pain. Sit with me instead. Tell me what hurts. Let me hold your heart like the fragile, precious thing it is. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to be strong. You just have to be honest. Healing starts there, in the honesty of a heart that says, God, I need you. And when you say that, I come rushing in like light breaking through the night. My hands are gentle but powerful. I will not just bandage your wounds. I will renew your heart completely. I will breathe life where you've only known numbness. I will bring color back to the places that turned gray. I will make you whole again. My beloved, your heart will not always hurt like this. I promise. What once felt like the end will become the beginning of peace. You will laugh again, love again, and live again. And when you do, you'll realize that I was healing you all along, in every tear, in every prayer, in every quiet moment when you thought you were alone. You were never alone. You were always in my hands, and you still are. Whisper softly, God, heal my heart and make me whole again. Let those words rise from your soul like a gentle prayer, and feel healing begin to bloom within you. My beloved child, I know the storms that have shaken your soul, the winds of life that have made you feel small, powerless, and lost. The days when you tried to be strong but felt the waves rising higher and higher until you could barely breathe. I saw you there standing in the middle of it all, trying to smile, trying to believe, trying to keep your head above water. I know you thought you were drowning, but what you didn't see was that my hands were already beneath you, lifting you up. You were never in that storm alone. You have never faced a single wave that I didn't already command to calm when the time was right. I know the pain that comes when life feels like too much, when people you love walk away, when prayers seem unanswered, when the path ahead looks hidden in fog. But even in that chaos, I am working. I am not the storm, my child. I am the peace within it. I am the still voice that speaks through the thunder and says, do not be afraid. The wind may blow, but it will not destroy you. The rain may fall, but it will not wash you away. You are anchored to me, and I do not move. The storm does not define your destiny. I do. You've asked me, why does it have to hurt like this? And I understand. I know the ache of confusion, the heaviness of fear, the exhaustion of holding on. But what you cannot see is what the storm is shaping inside you. Storms reveal strength that calm seas never could. They strip away what's false and show you what's eternal. They remind you that your foundation is not your success, your comfort, or your control. Your foundation is me. I allow the wind to blow not to destroy you, but to show you that even when everything shakes, you remain standing because you are built on my love. Sometimes the storms I allow are the very ones that lead you to freedom. They break chains you didn't know you had. They wash away the illusions that blinded you. They make you depend not on your own strength, but on my grace. You see destruction. I see transformation. You see loss. I see cleansing. You see endings. I see beginnings. Every storm that has ever touched your life has had to ask my permission first. I set the limits. I decide when it begins and when it ends. And when I say peace, be still, the storm will have no choice but to obey. When you feel like giving up, when the waves of fear rise again, remember this: I walk on water. What terrifies you is beneath my feet. What feels impossible to you is completely possible for me. You are safe in the middle of the storm because I am the God who calms it with a word. And even when the storm doesn't stop right away, I will carry you through it. You may stumble, but you will not fall. You may cry, but you will not be crushed. You may feel weak, but my strength is made perfect in that weakness. Let go of trying to control the wind. Just hold on to me. I know sometimes it feels like I am silent, like your prayers disappear into the noise, but even in silence, I am speaking. I am saying, hold on, trust me, I'm still here. You may not feel my presence, but I am closer than ever in those moments. I am the whisper in your chest that says, keep going. I am the hand that steadies you when your knees tremble. I am the warmth that surrounds you when the cold fear creeps in. I am the light breaking through the clouds when you think the night will never end. Every storm runs out of rain, my child, and this one will too. Do not fear the thunder. It's just a reminder that I still have power. Do not curse the rain. It's watering seeds you can't see yet. Do not dread the wind. It's clearing the path for something new. Everything that feels out of control is still under my command. I haven't forgotten you. I haven't left you. I am in the middle of this with you, speaking peace into your soul. The same God who calmed the sea for my disciples will calm the storms in your mind. You are not meant to sink. You are meant to rise. So today, when the waves crash, take a deep breath and whisper my name. Let that be your lifeline. You don't have to fight the storm, just rest in my arms. I will carry you when you can't walk. I will fight for you when you're too tired to stand. I will speak peace when you have no words left to pray. And one day soon, you'll look back and realize that what once terrified you became the very thing that taught you to trust me more deeply. Whisper softly, God, carry me through the storm. And feel my strength rise inside you, steady and strong as I lift you higher than the waves. My beloved child, I see how tired you are. I see the weight you've carried for so long. The long nights of worry, the endless days of trying to be strong for everyone else. The quiet moments when your heart whispers, I can't keep going. I know how it feels to wake up weary, to face the same battles day after day, wondering if they'll ever end. But listen to me now with all the gentleness of heaven. This is not the end of your strength. I am the one who renews it. You don't have to find your own power to stand again. I am your strength, and I will restore what life has drained from you. You have walked through seasons that took everything out of you, the kind of exhaustion that sleep can't fix, the kind that reaches the soul. You've smiled when you wanted to cry, helped others when you needed help yourself, and kept going when your heart begged for rest. You thought that being strong meant never breaking, but, my child, real strength is not about never falling. It's about rising again, even when you feel too weak to move. And you don't rise alone. My hands are beneath you. My arms surround you. My spirit breathes life into you every morning, even when you don't realize it. When I say I will renew your strength, I mean that I will pour fresh energy into your weary soul. I will lift your head when it hangs low. I will give you the courage to face another day, not through your own willpower, but through my endless grace. You are not meant to live burnt out or broken. I did not create you to survive on empty. I created you to live in overflow, to move in peace, to walk in purpose, to shine with my strength even when the world around you grows dark. And I will restore that within you starting today. Sometimes renewal begins in stillness. You've been running, pushing, striving, trying to make everything work on your own. But now I'm calling you to stop, just for a moment, and breathe. Breathe me in. Let go of the rush. Let go of the pressure to do everything right. Let go of the fear of not being enough. You are enough because I am in you. Strength doesn't come from trying harder. It comes from trusting deeper. When you surrender the battle, I step in and fight for you. When you rest in me, I rebuild what the struggle tore down. You might think that resting means you're falling behind, but that's a lie the world tells. Rest in me is not wasted time, it's divine repair. It's where your soul is refilled, your heart is mended, your faith is revived. It's even the eagle must pause before it soars again. So do not feel guilty for needing rest. Even I rested after creation. The strength I'm giving you now is not temporary. It's not a spark that fades. It's a flame that will burn quietly within you, guiding your steps, healing your mind, and reminding you that you are never alone. There will be days when you feel drained again, but when that happens, Come back to me. Sit in my presence. Talk to me. You don't need fancy words, just honesty. Tell me that you're tired and I'll meet you there. You don't need to impress me. You just need to invite me. My love will refill what life empties. My peace will quiet what fear stirs. My strength will rise in you like a tide until you realize what once felt impossible is now possible through me. My beloved, the same power that raised Jesus from the dead is living inside you. That power doesn't grow weaker with time, it grows stronger every time you lean on it. You may feel like you've run out of energy, but you haven't run out of grace. You may feel like you've come to your limit, but my strength has no. Every breath you take is proof that I'm still sustaining you. Every sunrise is a reminder that I am not finished working in your life. So today, stop trying to do it all on your own. Let me lift the weight. Let me renew what the world has drained. You don't need to be strong all the time. That's my job. Just keep walking, one step at a time, knowing that I walk beside you, behind you, and within you. I will make you stronger than before. Not harder, but softer. Not colder, but wiser. Not distant, but closer to me. And when people look at you, they'll see the light of someone who has been through the fire and found peace in the flames because I was there, renewing your strength all along. Whisper softly, God, renew my strength and fill me with your peace. Then close your eyes and feel my power flow through you, steady, quiet, unshakable, reminding you that you were never meant to carry this alone. My beloved child, I know how uncertain the road ahead can look. I know there are days when you wake up and wonder where you're going, if you're making the right choices or if you've missed something along the way. I see how often you second-guess yourself, replaying moments in your mind, trying to understand what I'm doing. But you don't have to figure it all out. You don't need to have a map, you only need to take my hand. I will guide you, not just through the big moments, but through every small decision, every step, every breath of your journey. You are not walking alone. I have been guiding you from the very beginning, even when you thought you were lost. Every closed door, every delay, every change of direction was part of my design. You call it coincidence, but I call it care. I've gone ahead of you, preparing the ground where your feet will walk. I know the road you can't see yet. I know where it bends, where it climbs, and where it will bring you to still waters. I know when to slow you down, when to move you forward, and when to simply hold you still. You see one step at a time, but I see the whole path, and it always leads home to me. There have been moments when you felt like you took a wrong turn, when your choices didn't lead where you hoped they would. But hear me, my child, I can redeem any road, even the detours, even the delays, even the seasons that feel wasted. Nothing in your journey is wasted when you walk with me. I can turn mistakes into lessons, heartbreak into wisdom, and waiting into preparation. You may think you're behind, but you're right on time. My timing is never rushed and it's never late. What looks like a pause to you is often a setup for something greater. I know you worry about the future, about where to go, what to do, who to trust. You pray for signs and ask for answers, hoping for clarity to make the next move. And I understand that. I see the desire in your heart to please me, to do what's right. But sometimes my guidance doesn't come as lightning in the sky, it comes as peace in your soul. When you feel my peace, even in the smallest decision, that's me leading you. My voice isn't always loud, it's gentle, it's steady. It sounds like calm in the middle of your worry. If you can quiet the noise around you long enough, you'll hear me clearly, not pushing you, not rushing you, but softly saying, this is the way, walk in it. You don't have to be afraid of making the wrong move because I am greater than your mistakes. When you take a step of faith, I honor it. When you wander, I call you back. When you can't hear my voice, I'll send reminders. Through people, through moments, through a feeling that pulls you closer to me. I am not hiding from you. I am not playing games with your heart. I am leading you with love, patience, and purpose. Even when the path feels unclear, I am the light that will never go out. You don't need to see the entire staircase. Just trust me enough to take the next step. Remember this, I don't guide you with fear. I guide you with love. Fear tells you that you might fail, but love tells you that even if you stumble, I will catch you. Fear says you're not enough, but love says you already are. You will make mistakes along the way. That's part of being human, but I'm not waiting for perfection. I'm simply waiting for surrender. I will never abandon you halfway. I won't lead you into something just to leave you there. If I call you to it, I will walk you through it. Every mountain, every valley, every unknown, I am already there. Sometimes my guidance comes through what doesn't happen. When doors close, it's not rejection, it's redirection. When people leave, it's not punishment, it's protection. When plans fall apart, it's not failure. It's my hand rearranging things for your good. I know it's hard to see in the moment, but trust me, one day you'll look back and realize that every no led you closer to my best yes. I am not just guiding your steps, I am shaping your story. And it's a story filled with grace, beauty, and divine timing. So my child, don't rush. Don't run ahead of me. Walk with me. One step, one breath, one day at a time. When you feel uncertain, take a deep breath and say, God, I trust you to lead me. I promise you'll never walk into a place where my grace hasn't already gone before you. I am your shepherd. I am your compass. I am your light in the dark and your calm in the chaos. Keep your eyes on me, and even when you can't see the road, trust that I know exactly where we're going. Whisper softly, God, lead me step by step in your love. And as you breathe those words, feel my presence steady your heart and guide your path with peace. Leave your amen in the comments and your like so your life can be even more blessed. My beloved child, I know how deeply you've been hurt. I know the nights when tears soaked your pillow and the mornings when you forced yourself to smile. Even though your soul felt shattered, I've seen every silent moment when you wondered, why me? Why this? I know how it feels to carry pain that words can't explain, pain that no one else seems to understand. But listen to me now, none of your pain is wasted. Not a single tear, not a single scar, not a single heartbreak has gone unseen. I have gathered every piece of your brokenness and I am shaping it into something beautiful. What was meant to harm you will become the very thing that heals you, and through you, it will heal others. You see, pain doesn't have the final word, purpose does. Every season of struggle is a seed planted in your soul, and though it may take time, it will bloom into strength, compassion, and wisdom. I will use your story to bring light into the darkness of others. The things that once made you cry will become the reason someone else finds hope. The moments that almost broke you will become your testimony of victory. You may not see it yet, but I am already turning the ashes into beauty, the loss into growth, the wounds into wings. I know you've asked me, why did you let this happen? My child, I'd never take pleasure in I never delight in your tears, but I can take what the enemy meant for evil and turn it into good. I can take the same fire that tried to destroy you and use it to refine you. There is no suffering that I cannot redeem. There's no wound that I cannot use for good. Every time you choose to trust me in your pain, something powerful happens. Your spirit grows stronger, your faith becomes deeper, and your heart becomes softer. That's where purpose begins. You don't have to understand it all right now. Sometimes you only see broken pieces, but I see the full picture. You see the pain, I see the plan. You see the loss, I see the harvest. What feels like an ending is actually preparation for something new. I am writing a story through your life that will bring hope to many, a story not of defeat but of redemption. The very thing that hurt you most will become the platform where my glory shines the brightest. And when others look at you, they won't just see the pain, they'll see the power of a God who never wastes a single moment of it. There are things you've survived that should have destroyed you, but they didn't. You are still standing because I carried you through the fire. You didn't walk through it alone. I was there in every heartbeat and every tear and every breath that said, I can't do this anymore. And yet somehow you did. That somehow was me, and now I'm not just bringing you out of the storm, I'm bringing you out stronger. You will walk out of this season carrying lessons, grace, and light that you could have never found any other way. The pain that once buried you will now become the ground where your purpose grows. You may not believe it yet, but one day, you will thank me for what you're walking through right now, not because it was easy, but because it made you new. You will see how every disappointment, every heartbreak, every tear was necessary to shape the person you are becoming. I am not punishing you, I am preparing you. I am molding your heart to love deeper, to forgive faster, to see people through eyes of mercy instead of judgment. I am giving you a tenderness that can only come from walking through pain and still choosing love. One day someone will look at you and say, how did you make it through that? And you will smile and say, God carried me. That's when you'll understand that the pain you once thought was breaking you was actually building a bridge for others to cross. The same comfort I gave you in your darkest moments will flow through you to comfort those who are hurting. Your scars will become holy marks of victory, reminders not of what you lost, but of what I restored. My beloved, I know the ache of your heart. I know you want answers, healing, closure, but trust this, I am not done yet. The story isn't over. The pain you're in now will one day make sense in ways you can't yet see. You will stand on the other side of it and say, God, you knew exactly what you were doing. Until that day, keep walking with me. Let me hold your hand through the process. Don't rush it. Don't fight it. Just trust that I'm turning every wound into wisdom, every tear into testimony, every hurt into healing. Whisper softly, God, turn my pain into purpose. And as you do, feel my peace rise within you, turning sorrow into strength and weakness into divine power. My beloved child, I need you to hear this, really hear it. You are never alone. Not for one heartbeat, not for one breath, not for one single moment of your life. Even when you feel abandoned, when everyone else has walked away, when silence fills the room and tears become your only company, I am there. I have never left you. I have never taken my eyes off you. You are engraved on my hands, and your name is written on my heart. I was with you when you took your first breath, and I will be with you until your very last. There has not been a single sunrise or sunset where my presence did not surround you. I know there were times when you couldn't feel me, times when you prayed and it seemed like I was quiet, times when pain screamed louder than my promises. But silence does not mean absence. Even when you can't sense me, I am closer than your very breath. I am the strength that held you up when you wanted to fall. I am the peace that wrapped around you when you didn't even realize where it came from. I am the warmth that found you in the coldest nights of your life. You didn't survive because you were lucky. You survived because I never left your side. When you cried in secret, I was there catching every tear. When you broke in silence, I was there holding your heart together with my hands. When you said, "I can't go on," I whispered, "Yes, you can, because I am with you." When you didn't think anyone saw your pain, I saw it. When you thought no one heard your prayers, I heard every word. You never had to walk through the valley alone. I walked with you. I walked before you to clear the path, beside you to give you strength, and behind you to protect your back. You have never been out of my sight, not even for a second. You may have lost people along the way, friends, loved ones, relationships you thought would last forever. You may have felt abandoned, forgotten, unseen, but I promise you this, I will never leave you. My love does not come and go with the seasons. It doesn't depend on your perfection or your performance. My love is constant, steady, unshakable. Even when you fail, I stay. Even when you run, I follow. Even when you doubt me, I believe in you. You cannot outdistance my grace or fall too far for my arms to reach. Wherever you go, I am already there, waiting, guiding, loving. Sometimes I let you walk through loneliness, not to punish you, but to remind you that my presence is all you truly need. The world changes, people change, life changes, but I do not. When everything else fades, I remain. When the world grows loud, I am your quiet. When life breaks you, I am your healer. You don't have to chase me or beg for my attention. I'm already with you, in the ordinary moments, in the sacred pauses, in the places where you least expect me. You don't need to go somewhere holy to find me. Holiness finds you every time you whisper my name. You have asked God, are you still with me? My answer is and will always be, yes, my child, I am. I am with you when you wake up and when you lay down. I am with you in the laughter and in the tears, in the victories and in the failures. I walk through every season beside you, not as a distant observer, but as a loving father who never stops holding your hand. Even when you wander, I never lose sight of you. Even when you fall, I don't turn away. I lift you. You are not walking toward me. You are walking with me. And one day when this life is done and the weight of time falls away, you will see me face to face. You will understand every unanswered question, every silent night, every tear you cried. You will look back and realize that I was there through it all, not just watching, but walking, not just guiding, but caring. I will whisper to you then the same words I'm whispering now. I was with you every step, and I never let go. So, my beloved, don't fear the road ahead. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't let loneliness convince you that you are forgotten. You are seen, known, loved, and protected. My angels surround you. My spirit lives inside you. My presence goes before you and behind you. You are never out of reach. You are never unloved. You are mine forever and always. I will walk with you through the storms, through the valleys, through the unknowns. I will walk with you in the light and in the shadows, in the laughter and in the silence. I will be your constant, your home, your anchor, your peace. Wherever you are, I am there. That is my promise. That is my love. And nothing, not fear, not failure, not even death can separate you from it. Whisper softly, God, thank you for never leaving me. And as you breathe those words, feel my arms around you, gentle, warm, and eternal, reminding you that you are safe, you are loved, and you are never alone. Amen.